There we go. Can you talk for a second? Okay, that's not showing up. Okay, try now.
Hello.
There we go. Okay. So it did have some warnings about like how there might be some images and stuff that are 18 plus. But hopefully since we have
I am totally 19. Okay.
Hopefully because I did, no on the not safe for work. I should be fine. Just a warning though. Anyways. Welcome to Bad Summer. This is a horror game combined with a dating sim, and this is the demo. So let us check it out. New game. Here we go. It's a lot of teeth. Bad summer.
Oh, yeah.
Someone had a bad summer. Blech. Decisions have consequences. Choose wisely.
Oh, yeah, we're so wise.
We're so wise. This game is certainly set to safe for work mode. This means mature content is hidden, but don't worry, you're not missing the story. Want to keep it clean or see everything this game has to offer? You can switch between safe for work and not safe for work at any time. Safe for work, please. Oliver's office. 7:08 a.m.
Hey, you got Oliver here.
Hello, Oliver.
My name is Oliver Smith, and I am, for the first time in my life, completely and utterly stupefied.
It's a good word, stupefied.
All my life, I reveled in the self-glorification of being the brightest mind in the room. A gift, my mother called it, to know everything there was to know about the world. Or so I thought. With each case solved, each criminal I brought to justice, my confidence grew. I believed I had seen it all, knew it all, that no mystery I sought could evade my eyes for long. Little did I know, a darkness far greater than any criminal's machinations awaited me.
Is that how you say that, machinations?
It began innocently enough,
Machinations.
with whispers and rumors that tickled the edge of my consciousness. Strange occurrences and unexplainable events that defied logic. At first, I dismissed them as mere superstitions, the imaginings of an odd, whimsical mind. After all, I am a detective grounded in the tangible, the real and the concrete. Ghosts and silly monsters belong to children's stories, not the reality I so carefully navigated. But the whispers grew louder, persisting until I could no longer ignore them. I stumbled upon a hidden network, a secretive society that sought to protect the world from an insidious truth.
Ooh.
Could you believe it? Paranormal creatures, beings that inhabited the very fabric of our existence, lurking among us, hiding in plain sight. They called them abnormals. The discovery of these monsters was a revelation that shook me to my core, an awakening that shattered my preconceived notions. The world I thought I knew, the boundaries I believed existed, were nothing but a fragile facade. What am I to do? A mere man of flesh and bone against monsters capable of wiping mankind clean from the face of this earth. If these monsters come to light, life as we know it will be over. God, everything I've ever worked for, everyone I've ever loved, gone. Maybe another round at the bar, another drink, and I'll figure it out.
Yeah, alcohol's so good that way, helping you
I
figure things out.
always
It makes you
do.
even wiser.
Why do you have your gun out?
Yeah, like,
What kind of bar is this?
kids click.
Okay, so now it's 9:30 p.m. So we're back in the office. Another murder, another family left with no answers. Another case gone cold, a chilling addition to my department's ever-growing failures. New Empress was worse than I thought. The city had become a haunting symphony of sirens and death. I thought I could fix things, cleanse the red stains that blackened the streets. What a fool I was to believe it would all be so simple. All pipe dreams and deluded fantasies. I wasn't ready to throw in the towel. The hard reality of existing in this war zone hadn't destroyed my righteous crusade yet. Soon, perhaps, but not yet. I hunched over my desk, glaring down at the mountain of manila folders. I see one. Each held a grim portrait of a life extinguished too soon, a trail gone cold. I plucked a few from the summit before they threatened to fall. The serial porch pirate. Awful, but the porch bandit can wait. There were bigger issues to worry about, like the ungodly amount of vicious murders gone unsolved. That took precedence over stolen mail. For now. The midnight panty nabber, really? Goodness, every day humanity strayed further from God. I slipped the case back into the pile. Not today. Hopefully, not ever. The Camp Bear Ridge Ripper. The name alone sent a shiver up my spine, my gloomy office seeming a tad bit darker. A bitter breeze disturbed the grimy blackout curtains. Every twitch sent a miniature dust storm into the stagnant air, mirroring the anxiety churning in my gut. This case in particular, something wasn't right about it. Eyes only do not copy. Jane Doe, estimated 30 to 40. Date reported May 29, 2001 at 6:45 a.m. at the Carson Park public restroom. On May 29, approximately 6:45 a.m., Officer Deborah Johnson responded to a call regarding a suspicious odor emitting from the men's restroom in Carson Park, the small town of Dogskill, a mile out from Bear Ridge Mountains. Upon investigation, the responding officer discovered the victim. The victim, an unidentified female, presumed to be in her 30s or 40s due to dental records, laid scattered across the restroom floor. The body had been meticulously dismembered with a sharp object unknown. And this is the bathroom. Oh. Whatever. Ah! Do you see this?
Yeah.
Three victims dead, all cut into pieces, butchered. 3? I only read about 1. A meticulous, heinous act. If I miss anything, I can go into the history. Okay. So if I accidentally skip.
Once you can look up.
Ruthless. The suspect, who had no prior arrests, a squeaky clean criminal record before this whole mess started, was rotting away in a jail cell. Are we not addressing the ghost in the room? Great news, right? The officers leading the case earned a nice promotion. My department even threw a little celebration. Spirits were high. Getting a murder like that off the streets was a relief to everyone. Until last night. Another body carved into pieces in the same brutal, horrifying fashion. And the ghost is gone. Either some fool decided to continue the Bear Ridge Ripper's legacy, or there's someone innocent locked away in the Ripper's place. That I cannot abide. Hi, kitty! A blur of fur emerged from under my feet. She's so cute!
Yeah.
A long-haired calico, eyes narrowed with mischief, launched itself onto my cluttered desk, knocking over my lukewarm coffee in the process. I gasped, quickly turning the mug upright and setting the files aside, narrowly avoiding staining precious evidence. Spilled coffee pooled beneath the keyboard. First day on the job, and I was already making a mess of government property. I thought First day on the job.
What?
Maybe we
That
were
does make
called
sense.
in. It says government property, so maybe we were called in.
Yeah?
I reached for some tissues, carefully cleaning my ruined desk. My gaze snapped to the destructive cat. The little nuisance came out of seemingly nowhere. Pet cat! My gaze. Aw, look at that smile. My gaze softened. The destructive furball was cute. Too cute for its own good. I gave in to the urge to pet the top of its tiny head. My fingers glided through the soft hair. It responded with a soft rumbling purr. The cat had no collar, no tags. Where did you come from, little one? Oh! How did you find your way into a police station this time of night? That's no easy feat. I'm impressed. Perhaps I should give the troublemaker a name. Personalize the cat. Please enter a name. Look at this kitty!
Aww.
What are we naming her? How about Trixie?
That sounds good. Tria Trixie. She nodded.
Okay, cool.
We
We're
do like
doing
Amber.
Trixie. Trixie. How cute. I gave the furball a few more pets, then gently guided the little guy off my desk. I had no time for distractions, no time to entertain the cat's mischievous antiques. I had a job to do, and I will not let anything get in the way of what must be done.
Attention all personnel. This is an emergency announcement.
Uh-oh.
This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. A highly dangerous abnormal has breached the facility. Remain calm and follow these instructions carefully.
Oh dear.
Do
Oh.
not close office doors. This will upset the abnormal.
Will it?
Do not try to escape.
Oh, okay.
Do not try to respond to or acknowledge anyone outside of your office, including co-workers, staff, and family members, no matter how normal they appear. Do not make eye contact with the abnormal. Do not approach. If you are being watched, proceed with work as normal. Do
Okay.
not look out the windows.
Okay.
Should someone go missing in your immediate vicinity, do not search for them. They are gone.
They are gone.
That says them being
No
alive.
longer in control of your body, do not panic. This is normal and should only last a few seconds. This should not impede your duties.
So I'm thinking that he used to work for a regular police station and now he works for the abnormal police station, and that's why it's his first day.
Yeah.
Stay in well-lit areas. In case of a power outage, brace yourselves for broken bones and or missing organs. The abnormal collects eyeballs in particular.
Excuse me.
Failure to follow proper protocols may result in employment termination, a fine, and sudden death. In that order. Should death occur, the fine will be transferred to your next of kin. If no next of kin is available, we'll forward the fine to the person who sighed the loudest upon learning of your demise.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
Quite the chilling announcement for my first day on the job. I rifled through my desk drawer. Buried under a pile of crumpled papers was an ISWA instructional disc. Iswa. It was old, a bit scratched and worn with age, a mandatory watch according to the chief. It was a tedious chore, and for a moment I considered skipping the affair entirely. But the boss didn't know wouldn't hurt him. No, I shook the dangerous train of thought from my brain. There were protocols for a reason, no matter how inconvenient and boring they may be. I wiped the thick sheet of dust from the CD's surface, carefully cleansed it with a cloth, then slipped it into the computer's optical drive.
Welcome, officer.
Welcome.
If you're watching this tape, that means the international security of the weird and abnormal has accepted you into our ranks. Congratulations.
Yay!
If you are not a government official and associated with the new Empress Police Department, please power down this device now and report this stolen material to your local authorities. Theft of property is a serious crime. If determined guilty, whoever smashed your off of your swing, will see me.
Okay then.
Are you puns?
Violators
Sure,
may be
okay.
subject to fines or possible jail time if you do not comply.
I don't think that should be the worst of my fears.
This is not a test. Are you authorized to view this content?
Yes.
Good.
How does he know I said yes?
Your word is
Maybe
your
it's an
bond,
actual thing on the
detective.
computer.
Your oath of honor is everything. Truth,
It's a CD.
integrity, and personal accountability are the core values of your department. Do well to uphold them.
I already forgot what I'm supposed to do.
New Empress, the city of opportunity, freedom, and prosperity. Beautiful, isn't it? It is home to millions of Americans, families, mothers and fathers, their children. These innocent, hard-working civilians are living their lives in blissful ignorance, unaware of the current menace threatening our nation. New Empress City is under attack by unknown entities, abominations lurking in the shadows, waiting and plotting to consume our home. They seek to butcher everyone and everything we love.
Do they?
There are unnatural events occurring all around us, officer. It is happening as I speak. Terrible things. Innocents are dying. Your life is in danger. Your family is in danger.
Good thing I don't have a family. I don't know. Does he have a family?
Only
Oh,
the New
goodness
Empress
gracious.
Police Department can stop it. Public safety is our
Hope it doesn't
priority.
affect them.
They didn't choose the great person to hallmark this.
Our city needs us. With our skill and the community's tax dollars, there is nothing we cannot achieve. Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
God cannot help you.
Oh, well, okay then.
You will need to be properly prepared for your new position, detective. But first, you will be tested. Let's see how capable you are. The images you're about to witness are classified. Sharing this information with the general public will result in death,
Okay.
a fine, employment termination, and possible jail time. Now pay
course.
close attention, detective. The information I'm about to show you may save your life.
This is not going to be good, is it? Ew. How to identify an abnormal. Odd facial features, sensitivity to light, smells like death, unnatural movement,
I think those are the
fascination
main.
with devouring human flesh. It will start with your intestines first. Your soul is forfeit.
That's interesting.
Let's put what you've learned to the test, shall we? Choose wisely, detective.
Who's the
Left.
abnormal
Oh
person?
no, sorry, right is the abnormal person.
I mean, it looks like the right person.
It looks. See, the left person has a shirt that says human on it. So
His eyes are glowing. Oh, goodness gracious, baby.
let's just press that one.
Well, this could be from old age, but those teeth, you don't get teeth like that.
You don't get teeth like that these days.
Calculating score,
100.
please. No! Why did I
Wait, what?
fail?
How did we fail?
I failed! Failure? Was the test rigged, or am I awful at this? Answer the phone, help callers survive, explore the desk, don't die. What? I didn't realize I was actually going to be the police officer with this.
I didn't think you'd be either.
I just failed my test. I don't feel qualified. New Empress Safety Securities, you've been labeled as a potential of an entity of unknown origin. This entity is a dangerous and unpredictable being capable of bad things. Do not engage. Remain calm and avoid drawing attention to yourself. Any interaction with this entity could have dire consequences. Monitor your surroundings closely. If you suspect the entity's presence, seek immediate shelter. Remember, your safety is paramount. This feels like Five Nights at Freddy's now.
Yeah.
It's ringing.
It's ringing. Spacebar is disabled. Time to get to work.
Hello?
Hey, this this Jerry's Pizzeria? I could really use a pie right now, dude.
What?
Listen, all bullshit aside, the munchies are really hitting me, bro. Hey, listen, you ever wonder if water is really wet, man?
Man, you're deep, bro.
What? No, you wanker. I'm not getting into this pointless debate with you. Who are you, anyway? How did you get this number?
Dude, just take my order and send the pizza over. That'll be totally radical of you, you know?
Working on it.
What are you, a turtle living in a sewer? Is your father a rat?
Mute TMNT reference.
Get off my line, you bloody idiot.
Dude, my pops isn't a rat. Wait, hold up. How did you know he lives in the sewers?
This job might be the death of me.
No kidding.
Oh.
Hello?
911, please.
Mom, are you alright?
There's something in my house.
Something? Can you be more specific, Mum?
It's not human.
Really?
This isn't a prank, is
Wow.
it?
No! Please! I can't look away.
Oh, this isn't good.
Can you describe what you see? Mum, are you there?
Well, I think we lost our first person.
God help
That-
us.
Oh, goodness!
Bloody hell! How in God's name?
I said try harder, Oliver. People are dying.
Thank you, old
The
man.
abyss threatens to swallow the city, the whole world. You must prevent this. Try harder. Do better.
There is no try, only
I
do.
must do better.
I don't know what I was supposed to.
Yeah,
Dude.
there wasn't really any option anyway.
Yo, rookie. First one down?
Ooh, who's this? Strange, his voice cuts through the ISWA frequency with unnatural clarity. No static, no interference.
Yeah.
Congrats. You've officially joined the I've Seen Some Shit Club. No jackets, but the trauma's free.
The trauma's free.
That woman. Who was she? Can't we do something?
Sure, we can hand out tissues and build a statue in her honor. Look, I get it. First one hits like a truck, but grieving? No, not in your job description.
To hell with my job description. A woman is dead. You expect me to put on a smile and pretend it never happened?
And more will die if you keep unraveling like a cheap sweater. Take a breath. Tonight, we're partners. Your job? Keep the civilians breathing. You're their lifeline, their guide, their last hope.
What are you then?
And what exactly is your job, partner?
Me? I slay the monsters, scrub the blood off the walls, and make sure the neighbors don't start asking questions. Also, I do it in black. It's stylish. You mess up, it's my ass too. So don't.
Okay then.
Oh, nice.
Hello?
Rookie?
Oh my gosh.
Thank God. I need you.
I just got off the phone with you.
You need me?
Unfortunately, yes. Go ahead, gloat. I'll wait.
What's the emergency?
I had a run-in with the Clogfather.
The
Oh.
Clogfather?
A big, ugly sewer monster with a fetish for ambushing people mid-bathroom break. Real sweetheart. Pops out when you least expect it.
I feel like that sword should be longer.
Yeah.
Usually when your pants are down.
Ugh, that's absolutely vile.
Thing came at me like I wasn't the main character. We fought. I won, obviously.
Obviously.
Look, long story short, my apartment is a pile of rubble. I'm technically homeless, which is very on brand for me.
All of this happened just now? It's only been a minute or so since I hung up the phone with you.
Things went sideways fast, okay? I'm stuck in the city's digestive system with no exit in sight.
How are you in the sewers
You're my
now?
only hope, rookie. Be a dear and guide me out before I start naming the rats,
Fine, give me a moment. I'm tracking your location. I'll pull up a map for proper navigation. Can you describe your surroundings for me?
This is a lovely map.
Pipes, twists, shitty water. I'm in a long, dark tunnel, dookie water running through the middle.
That's not helpful.
There's a dark hole to my left, a few feet wide. Looks like a pit. A deep one. And to my right, there's a gate.
Well, I think you're gonna have to take the deep hole. Oh wait, where are we trying to get to? Are we trying to get to X?
I think so. Unless you want the treasure.
I don't understand what we're doing here. Where are we going?
I don't know.
Are we going to the X or are we going not? Because
We could be going anywhere. I would say safe.
Go right.
Understood. Shit! The gate's rusted shut, and the lock looks ancient. There's no way through.
use your sword. Come on, dude.
It won't open?
Need some guidance here, new guy.
Well, I guess you're going left then. Undecided? How is it undecided? I'm very decided. If it's not gonna work, go left.
Go ahead.
Backtrack the way you came. You should see a faint light coming from a side door on your right.
Really? Where does that say that?
I don't know.
Understood. Advancing now. Oh, I found something.
How did you find a key?
A key.
Wait,
Should I
what?
try it on the gate?
How did he find a key?
Yes.
I don't know.
Maybe he is the X.
The key worked, but it activated some kind of mechanism. The ceiling collapsed. Got hit with rubble. Damn it. That got me pretty good.
This isn't looking so good.
Are you alright?
I'm alright. It takes more than some rocks to kill me. When I find out who laced this sewer with traps, though, I'm...
The only thing that matters is survival, not vengeance. Focus.
You're right, new guy. Survival. That's all that matters. Damn it to hell. I've reached the end of the hall, but there's another pit. And this one is a lot more spiky than the last.
You must press on. Do you see any possible way forward?
Okay, so he's on the right side now.
Yeah, he's on the right
Decent
side.
handholds. Shimmy's doable. Or I could jump.
This says that he's got a grapple hook and a sword, right? So he should be able to grapple, right?
Yeah. But...
I mean, we just started. We can't kill him, right?
Right. Grapple.
Right?
Grapple across. The pipe should hold.
Oh, well, when you put it that way.
Oh, well,
They better
yeah.
hold, or else I'm a dead man.
Oh, no.
Well, bye. Bye, cleaner. Oh,
And
no.
my grappling hook
What?
snapped. Got to the other side without being turned into a human shish kebab,
What?
though. Silver linings.
How did your grappling hook snap? What kind of cheap grappling hook do you have?
All right, no longer feeling like I'm going in circles. Found a big room, symmetrical. Arched doorways, lots of pipes, steam, and funny-looking buttons. Tall ceiling.
You've reached the sewer's central maintenance tunnels. There should be an opening in a center where waste and debris is collected.
Is that the
I
treasure
see the
chest?
deep pit of sewage water, yeah. Looks like all the tunnels connect here. Wait, there's a treasure chest floating on the surface.
That's what my map shows.
What?
You heard me. A treasure chest. Left behind by the goblins, no doubt.
Obviously.
Goblins? Really?
You really don't get out much, do you, desk jockey?
This is my first day on the job, dude.
The goblins run a full underground operation, the black market of weird sewer things. They love pizza, hate humans, and have the organizational skills of a raccoon. But sometimes, they steal real valuables and just drop them in random chests like it's some kind of RPG side quest. Oh, sewer economics, baby.
Well,
I'm willing to entertain the theory. What about you?
so if monsters are an actual thing as well, I would say yes. So go ahead and do tolerate the theory.
Fine, I'll play along. Let's say, hypothetically, there is a treasure chest in front of you. A goblin treasure chest, mind you, filled with ill-gotten goods. How on earth would that help you right now?
Might have a grappling hook.
Oh, might be something good in there. Goblin gold, Oliver. Goblin magic.
What's that got to do with anything?
You're not thinking this through. You're injured, disoriented, and now you want to wade through toxic waste in search of goblin gold?
You bet your British ass I do.
No.
No, avoid the chest. do you-
Avoid chest.
You think so too?
Especially when he calls us like that. Yeah.
Negative. It's not worth the risk. Avoid it.
You serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
I am indeed
Yeah, we are.
serious. The risks are considerable. My priority is your safe extraction, and I am not convinced this is the safest route.
But
But
Leave
nothing.
the chest behind. This is a direct order.
understood. I hear something. In the pipes. Sounds big. Sounds nasty.
Better start running.
Are you in danger?
Ew.
I think it's best I clear out. Yesterday. There's 2 exits. I need some guidance here, now.
Go left.
On it. Damn. There's poison gas everywhere.
Well, the other side is dead too.
Breathe.
Hold your breath, dude.
Gotta push through.
Keep going.
I live. Cue the applause, release the doves, and someone give me a towel.
I can't believe he lived through that.
I was at the edge of my seat
I'm
there for a
surprised
moment.
too.
And you, surprisingly competent. You may now bask in the glow of my continued existence.
How fortunate for all of us. I'll be sure to notify the press.
It's the Godfather! He's back! He's got me!
Hello? Hello? Cleaner, sir, hello? Hope he's alright.
Is there a message?
Queen.
Hello?
Is it him again?
Hello?
Oh.
Are you the good guys?
That doesn't look like a little kid.
Yes, this is the good guys. How can I help you?
Mommy told me to hide, and she told me to call here because Daddy has a knife.
Where's your mum now? Can you put her on the phone?
She went downstairs and she didn't come back. Can you find her for me? Because I don't want to go downstairs.
Yeah, don't go downstairs.
Mommy was screaming, but she stopped now. Are you on your way?
Did Daddy do anything strange? Did he look different?
No. He looks how he always looks. Really mad. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think Daddy's coming upstairs.
Better be quiet, little girl.
Listen to me carefully, okay? Stay hidden, don't make
Like
a
me, little
sound.
boy.
Stay on the line.
That's true.
I'm tracking your location. I'll send somebody to help. You're going to be all right.
Oliver, this is not an abnormal occurrence. The ISWA cannot interfere.
Well, then how did they get our number?
If you send our agents, there will be consequences.
Look at... The police would take ages to arrive, absolute fools. The cleaners, however, they are efficient. They make an appearance instantly.
Well, we had no choice. Oh, okay, I
Oh
was gonna say we
my
didn't have any choice in that.
Gosh!
Want to save a little kid or be obedient?
Why are they making me make this decision?
That's kind of.
Mm. What are we doing?
Do you think the little kid has time, or?
Honestly, no, I don't think the kid has time. But the
Okay.
right thing to do would be to, depends on whose definition of right. The morally right thing would be to send the cleaners. However, the politically correct thing to do would be to send the police.
Katrina, which one?
I might have to be obedient.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. Just try send the police.
The good guys are on their way to you right now. Hold tight.
I hear the good guys coming.
Oh, God.
Stay on the
Oh,
line.
thank goodness.
Bye-bye.
Stay on the line. Bye.
Well, we can hope that he's okay.
Hello?
So many calls. There was silence on the other end of the line, but I felt a presence. Someone was there. I could sense it.
Hello, how can I help you?
I'm watching you.
Okay.
Very nice.
I froze, my grip on the handset tightening. The voice was ominous, unsettling, but I was not one to be intimidated. I would not be bullied in my own office by some foolish prank caller. Just hang up, right?
Yeah, we're not gonna get aggressive.
They cannot be saved. Who cannot be saved?
The kid?
Ah!
Hello?
Hello? Is this the Popo?
I guess this is just their general people caller.
Yeah.
The Popo?
Are you the Popo? You know. The 5-0, the Barney, the cops, the man, the fuzz, the one time.
I've only heard of half of these.
Yes?
You ain't sure?
That's awkward.
How can I help you, sir?
Why you talking like that? You know, real uppity. Like you drink tea with the queen.
Pardon me?
Man, just listen.
Eh.
I seen something across the street. Something that just ain't right.
What do you see?
So my neighbor, he a little strange. He always to himself, you know. But tonight, he got a woman. And I'm telling you, this woman is a 10. Something ain't right about that.
That's what you're calling about?
She's, a 10?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A 10. Ain't no way he bagged that. Just ain't no way. I don't believe it.
You don't call the cops for non-emergencies.
Hey, hold on a second. There's somebody else on my line. I think it's my cousin. Hold on. That fool owed me some money.
Oh my gosh. I waited and waited. The clock ticked. Was he coming back? Was this some kind of prank? How long must I wait? Okay, are we going to remain patient or hang up?
I would say remain on hold to patience. Because it could be in, it could be one of the monsters.
Because the problem is, if I'm on the line with him, I'm not getting other people on the line who might actually
Wouldn't
have
it
an
tell you if
emergency.
someone else called, or?
This is an older phone, so maybe not. We can try patient.
Yeah, let's try patience.
Alright, I'm back. Hello? Anyway, what was I saying again?
What?
Oh yeah. She had her legs up in the air and she was spinning and spinning, doing this thing I ain't never seen no human do.
I'm sorry, why
And he
didn't you
was
lead with
screaming,
this?
too.
Why didn't you lead with this?
Like, I don't know if he liked it or not. That's the weird part. Then I saw blood splatter on the wall. I don't know if it was his or hers, and that's honestly why I'm calling.
Oh, that's why you're calling.
Something ain't right.
Couldn't have led with that?
How do
Jeez
you know it was
Louise.
blood?
Look, I know what blood look like. I got a woman, and she's fertile. Just because I'm old don't mean shit. Don't get it twisted.
Apologies, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. You said she was spinning. Could you clarify?
Look, check this out. He was doing the helicopter on her ass. But the problem is, she was going way too fast.
I got nothing for this
I
one.
don't like his ass, I'm gonna be honest. But I'm worried about him. You can break your dick, man. It ain't no myth. He was screaming. I think he got hurt. He must have broke his dick. Hold on, there's somebody at my door. I think it's my neighbor.
No, don't open the door. Don't open the door. Don't answer the door.
Don't answer. Go hide and don't make a sound. Someone will come and take care of it.
Did we make the wrong choice?
survived.
Oh.
I survived. The monster didn't. I
What just
call it a
happened?
win.
Why are we talking to the cleaner?
The ISWA owes you a cookie. Probably oatmeal though,
Wait,
so
what?
don't
Why
don't get too excited.
are we on the phone with him?
Your shift is over, Oliver. Your performance was acceptable, I suppose.
Excuse me, I thought we did pretty good.
Better. You have much to learn, much to experience.
Oh,
Finally, it's over.
hi.
Yeah. Can you press it?
I'm kind of scared too. I sighed heavily, slouching into my office chair. Thank goodness it was over for now. Like, I can't even click that, so probably not.
Yeah.
With the phone calls over and done with, I turned my attention to other matters. The Bear Ridge Ripper case. My number one priority was finding the killer. Sleep could wait. Time was of the essence. The real work begins. Okay then. The summer of 1999 was the hottest I ever experienced. The muted glow of dawn shed but a feeble light over the misty woods. The wide, tree-lined street was eerily empty at such an hour. The entire world was fast asleep, and here I was at the first light of day, alone at a deserted bus stop. It was lonely here, uncomfortably quiet. I couldn't shake this irrational feeling that some hungry predator was going to jump from the darkness and take a chunk out of me. Not like I could run far in a dress like this. The weak flickering light overhead only added to my jitters. There was something about this neck of the woods that freaked me out. Part of me was itching to pack up and head home. Applying for this job was a stupid idea. I was out of my element, out of my comfort zone, and in over my head. My knowledge of the countryside and outdoor living was zero. Stupid me trying to get away from my parents that I threw myself into a worse situation, working at a summer camp in the middle of absolute nowhere. Bear Ridge Summer Camp, your next adventure starts here. It seemed like a nice way to disconnect from the stress of the modern world and reconnect with nature. An escape from reality, from life at home, at least for a little while. Cool breeze blowing through my hair, my fingers strummed over my acoustic guitar. Just something to fill the silence. Anything to fill the silence. It's Trixie! A cat in the wilds of Bear Ridge Mountains? And at the bus stop of all places? What on earth was it doing here? A hint of mystery surrounded the four-legged creature. It looks like its name is Trixie. How did she know that?
I don't know.
After some time of admiring the cat from a safe distance, I was feeling more than a little restless. What was taking the bus so long? Was it normal for it to run this late? Concerned, I rooted through my dress pocket for my cell phone and dialed my boss's number. I wasn't too far from camp. Maybe he could drive out and pick me up. He answered on the second ring, thankfully.
What do you want?
I paused, surprised by how irritable he sounded. He was a lot nicer during the interview. Hey, the bus is late, and I've been waiting here for close to an hour now.
Why is the fact you're stranded my problem?
Well, I was hoping you could, come pick me up if it's not too much trouble. Being out by myself makes me really nervous. I'm not really used to the woods and...
Too damn bad.
Wow! Did he just hang up on me? My stomach dropped to my toes. Wow, what a jerk. I shivered, the morning chill seeping through my dress. Another shiver racked my body, this one less from the cold and more from frustration. This sucked. Waiting for a bus that may never come, dealing with a boss who treated me like an afterthought. Was it worth it? All of this for a minimum wage check and some time away from home? Okay, which one am I doing? Am I resilient or am I going home?
Resilience, I think.
Headlights pierced the mist. The large weathered wheels of a bus squeaked along the bumpy road. Finally. The clunky gas guzzler had arrived, a one-way trip to the mountains of Bear Ridge. The bus squealed into a stop before me. The folding doors opened to the smiling face of the driver, an old bald man missing a few teeth. Packing my guitar back in its case, I forced a smile, then hurried up the short set of stairs with my luggage. Hello, people. Gazing down the narrow aisle of divided seats, I locked eyes with 4 attractive strangers. All of them looked around my age. There was only one reason a group of teenagers would be huddled on a bus at such an ungodly hour, venturing deep into the remote wilderness of upstate New Empress. My co-workers, 2 boys and 2 girls, embarking on this crazy bumpy ride alongside me. It was oddly comforting knowing I wouldn't have to suffer alone for the rest of the trip. The bus doors closed and the driver stepped on the gas. No turning back now. Who should I sit next to? Oh, goodness. Okay, so we've got the survivalist, personality of a leader, nature-loving strict, skills are outdoors, expertise, flaw, she's domineering. The intuitive, personality is spontaneous, fun, and adaptable. Skills are perceptive and lucky, her flaw is she's indirect. The lost soul, personalities, grumpy, sensitive, and brooding. Skills are strength and brawling, flaw is combative. The rebel, personality is passionate, rash, and outgoing. Skills are art, expression, flaw is decision-making. So who am I sitting next to?
I feel like the intuitive, but
You like the intuitive?
yeah.
Are you sure this choice will impact the story?
Will it? Okay,
Are you sure?
I don't know.
I was
Are
gonna,
you sure?
I was gonna sit next to her.
You can do her.
I would probably be more likely to sit next to a woman than a male on first meeting.
Yeah. And anyway,
But I don't know how I'm supposed to sit next to her.
That's a great question. Let's just say yes.
I'm just gonna go up and say, get off! My eyes stood full sweep to the bus and its occupants before snapping back to the blonde-haired goddess in the front row. I wanted to say it was the rhythmic pop-pop-pop of her gum that stole my attention, or the fact that she was the only one standing, chin in hand, seemingly bored out of her mind. But that would be a half-truth.
Oh.
That's
Well,
not what we were going for!
That was not what we were going for. Should we go back?
Can I go back? I should have done a save.
You're right. Dang it.
I
History?
was mesmerized by her. I can't do history.
Dang. Well, that was not the reason that we were going for.
Save successful. Auto. There's a little bear. What does the bear do?
Load game. Page 1.
Load. Page 1. Look at all the pages. And we didn't do any save.
Dang it. Oh.
I could quit and get back in, but
But then we have to go through that.
we'd have to go through all that all over again. Okay. We'll just have to make different choices later. Whatever. Apparently we're mesmerized by her.
If it really changes it, then we'll just get out.
Can we be mesmerized her as by like a friend?
Yeah.
Her bright and shiny presence was a stark contrast to the muted tones of the bus. She blew a bubble, a vibrant pink sphere that shimmered in the glow under the overhead lights before bursting it with a soft pop. My initial search for a seat was long forgotten as I watched on.
Okay, well, we know where this is
Spectacle,
going.
and I was her captivated audience. Oh my gosh, can we be any more
Are you
weird?
taking a seat, or do you plan to stand the whole trip?
At the sound of the blonde southern drawl, I broke from my trance. Heat crawled up my neck as our eyes locked. I didn't mean to stare at her like a freak. I expected outrage from her, but instead her bright blue eyes sparkled and her lips upturned in a small smile.
No.
Of course not. Face hot, I averted my gaze, desperately wishing for the floor to swallow me whole. I mumbled a quick apology under my breath and hurried down the aisle. Thankfully, there was an empty seat near the back to offer me solace. I lunged for it. I thought we were supposed to sit next to her! However, before I could reach the safe haven of an empty seat, the bus lurched forward. I stumbled. For a heart-stopping moment, I lost my balance. Please don't let me embarrass myself further! Tethering on the edge of a disaster, I threw my arms, flailing them about like a startled baby chick trying to fly. Unfortunately for me, gravity was not my friend. Ow. I fell to the bus floor with a heavy thud. My cheeks burned hot and a lump formed in my throat. The silence on the bus was deafening. I could feel all eyes on me, burning my flesh as they stared down at me like the clumsy loser I was. I couldn't dare look up, my eyes focused on the worn floorboards beneath me. Maybe if I stay here, no one will notice. Honey, they're gonna notice. Then a soft chuckle broke through the silence. I looked up to find the beautiful blonde before me, concerned, etched into her gaze. She knelt beside me, her hand extended. Okay, you can do this one.
Hey, are you okay?
Besides my pride, I didn't appear to be injured.
Here, let me help you out.
I'm trusting her and taking her hand. What do you think?
Yeah. We have to go this way.
The little heart! I'm just being a normal human being here. Her voice was warm and inviting like honey. I took her outstretched hand grateful. So thanks.
Is there a way to like skip through the whole beginning, or is like?
I mean, I could technically skip. Well, I might not be able to skip because we haven't done
not
it.
it's like if we restarted.
Oh, if we restarted, I don't know. My cheeks blazed hot.
Oh.
I mean, we can go
Don't worry,
finish up this. I mean, I did do a quick save.
Okay.
I didn't see it in the loading, but we can. If you want to go back, we can. Do you want to go back?
We can continue on for a little bit, but then if it gets really weird, we'll just go back, I think. And we'll see how the skip works.
Can I even load the game? There's like no load. Oh, there is autosaves!
Answer the calls. Oh, thank goodness.
We're gonna stay.
It's a miracle. The miracle, okay.
Okay, who are we picking? This guy or this guy?
The rebel.
You want the rebel?
Heck yes.
Are you sure? This is gonna be bad. Okay, my gaze snapped to the brown-haired boy mindlessly defacing public property with a felt-tip black marker. What?
I'm curious how this is gonna go.
He didn't seem to have a concern in the world, indifferent to what others thought of his improper activities. Not that anyone actually cared. A pair of square-rimmed glasses peeked from beneath his spiked hat, his crystal blue eyes glued to his work of vandalism. With every stroke of his marker, his toned arms flexed and rippled with movement. He had a unique rebellious demeanor. His bad boy attitude and his unusual looks drew me into the seat next to him. Oh, so we can actually sit next to him, but we couldn't sit next to her? I set my luggage down at my feet and my guitar across my lap. His doodling came to an abrupt pause. He eyed me appraisingly for a split second, but said nothing, returning to his act of self-possessed vandalism a moment later. As the bumpy ride commenced, a weighted silence spread between us. Say nothing or greet him. I would probably greet him.
I'd greet him.
I greeted him awkwardly. Hi.
Not art.
I stiffened. What?
This bus is dull. It needs some flair. A special touch, you know? Before you judge me, just know that this chicken scratch right here.
He gestured to the doodling on the seat.
This isn't my best work. That is.
He pointed to the dick etched into the rear window of the bus, a proud smile plastered on his face. Dude, you can do so much better than that. Come on now.
They say art is subjective, but I think the entire world can universally agree that it's the perfect penis to ever grace the back of a bus.
Really? Such a teenage boy. Yeah, we're gonna skip that. Finding his crude humor amusing. I didn't find it amusing, but whatever. I laughed, tension leaving my body in a rush. He was a bit unusual, but in a good way, an interesting way. You're kind of an idiot.
Lovable idiot. I'm Jake.
I'm Jenny.
I shook the gloved hand he extended to me, our grasp lingering a bit longer than I was comfortable with. His long, elegant fingers were stained by markers, some of that ink rubbing off on me, but I didn't mind. My skin tingled from his firm grip. Jake had a distinct uniqueness that I was instantly drawn to, and it only took a few seconds of conversation to spike my interest in him. The rebellious artist seemed fun to be around, and I was desperate for a friend. He continued doodling on the seat as we spoke. Well, if we're just looking for a friend, we could have been a friend with Blondie, but no!
Yeah. She just had to do that.
She made it weird.
Except for a job, nature, camping, working with kids.
None of the above. I like kids, but the nature and camping part makes me a little uncomfortable.
Sweet!
Fellow nature dislike her. No, I'm not the only one.
His gaze shifted to my guitar in my lap, then lowered to the bare skin of my legs. Every hormone in my body abruptly came to life. Sitting close enough, our knees are touching! Oh my goodness!
Scan!
He felt no shame in staring, the burning intensity of his eyes more than a bit intimidating, but also thrilling. I gripped the hem of my dress, feeling vulnerably exposed. A part of me wanted to recoil, to flee to the back of the bus and hide. But there was this odd, indescribable pull between us. That beautifully chiseled face combined with those intense eyes could sweep any girl off her feet without a single word. These are the exact thoughts that come through my mind when I'm looking at a guy.
Oh yeah, that's exactly,
those exact words.
Those eyes, so intense.
The chiseled face. My stomach did a quick somersault. Was he equally intrigued by me?
Why the dress?
I looked down at myself, growing even more flustered and self-conscious. Excuse me?
Doesn't seem like the smartest attire for the woods. No, there's ticks, right?
My eyes widened. What? Ticks in the woods? What? Ticks and parrots?
Yeah, the little red parasitic ridiculousnesses that hang out of the grass. Waiting for you to walk by, cling to your legs, and suck the blood out of you like a vampire.
My skin crawled. I pulled the skirt of my dress down further. Very comforting.
It's okay. I keep my eyes on you. Make sure you're safe from creepy crawlers. Rugs are particular, I mean. They look like they can use a little protection.
Wow. I fumbled for words, unsure of how to respond. He's very confident. He leans, just as I say that, he leans closer. His scent filled my nostrils, a clean minty blend of body wash and toothpaste. A shiver moved through me. When I didn't pull away, he boldly took the opportunity to grip my wrist. His marker hovered over my forearm. No, you may not draw on me!
Mine?
Stunned, my brain struggled to adjust to his sudden forwardness. He spoke to me with a composed coolness as if we were best friends, and touched me as if he had known me for years. Taking my astounded silence as an admission of consent, his long fingers tenderly traced the expanse of my arm before pressing the felt tip to my skin. His marker glided across my arm with gentle precision. My skin tingled with awareness. His shoulders were hunched, his face hovered over the length of my limb, his attention fully immersed in marking me. I watched as he worked, his wayward locks falling into his eyes with every tilt of his head. He would brush it away in huff and annoyance, just for it to happen again. I was half tempted to brush it back myself, to run my finger— oh my goodness, we do not need to run our fingers through his hair. The strong, inky smell mixed with the clean scent of his toned body was an oddly tantalizing aroma. I watched every single movement he made, curious of the depiction he planned to etch into my skin. You're not planning on drawing a penis on me like some kind of freak, are you? He didn't answer right away, his focus solely on his creation.
Nuh-uh.
Well, I've been called a freak multiple times, but I'm not that. You're too perfect of canvas to ruin. I think you're worth putting some real time and effort into.
My mind raced. The double meaning of his words caused a breakout of goose flesh across my skin. The moment felt strangely intimate. If I didn't constantly remind myself that Jake was a stranger, I might have leaned even closer to him. Ooh.
Ooh. Are you cold?
What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna give me your jacket? His perceptive eyes were close enough to notice the small bumps on my arm. His marker twitched with every subtle, instinctual tremble of my body. Another shiver shot up my spine. I was off my game, every fiber of my being affected by his presence. It was extremely concerning to have such a visceral reaction to a stranger, no matter how attractive. No, I'm not cold. I'm just shivering.
You keep shaking like that and I might make a mistake. Or two.
He stilled, allowing me to check out the small bushy-tailed rabbit he drew on my arm. A smile pulled up my lips. It was actually kind of cute.
You like it? Could be a nice tattoo to have in future. Suits you.
Why? Jake shrugged and went back to drawing on my arm.
Bunnies are cute.
Just like you. Ha ha ha! My pulse sped at his implication. Did Jake find me cute? I couldn't imagine sitting through the pain of a tattoo, but Jake's sensual marker art was the next best He went back to doodling on me.
You don't seem like the type of girl who would take on a summer camp job, unless she absolutely had to.
Wow, called it in one. My brows raised. What made you come to that conclusion?
Well, we already established you're not the outdoorsy type. Also, your skin is way too soft. Homebody, I'm guessing.
Kind of.
Don't fret. We're in the same boat. I'm a homebody too. I'm not out being a mess of society, of course.
We shared a smile before his head dipped back down to my arm.
I don't know your reasons, but if my assumption is correct, I didn't have much of a choice when I took this job either.
I have a feeling we're probably not going to make the best counselors.
Sweet!
There's more reason for us to stick together. Survive the terrors of Mother Nature, form an alliance.
Is there any terms and conditions to this alliance?
Definitely. You agree my personal canvas and I'll be a happy idiot.
Oh, is that all? Sure, what do you say?
Keep talking.
My cheeks burned at the thought of being his personal canvas. Who would have thought being drawn on could be such a sensual experience? I liked it a lot. Still, I had some reservations. I guess, what does being your personal canvas entail?
Well, it means I have access to your body.
Okay, well, when you put it like that, I want to take it back.
It's just...
My breath caught in my throat. Only the places you give me permission to touch, of course. Well, thank you for including that.
Thank you, like...
Jake looked back up from his design and offered me a wink, his gaze fixed on my face. His blue eyes stared straight into my soul. No guy had ever made my skin prickle and tingle with just one heated stare. He licked his lips and I found myself doing the same. Oh my gosh. The things he was saying felt so wrong and yet so right. The bus abruptly jerked hard and I flung forward, unable to stop myself. My pulse leaped with panic. Jake caught my waist, preventing my head from slamming into the seat in front of me. Relieved to be in one piece, I sighed and smiled at him. Thank you for the save. Aww, our picture is ruined. He glowered at the side of my arm, my skin smeared with an ugly black mark. His marker must have slipped when the vehicle lurched.
Dang, it's ruined. Dang it, ridiculous bus.
Jake immediately got back to work on my arm, correcting his mistake, his marker moving along my arm in frenzied strokes. I had no clue what he was drawing, but I had a feeling it would turn out nothing short of a masterpiece. He was talented. Did he strive to be an artist? He seemed more than capable. Okay, I'm sorry, but from everything that I've seen so far, he does not seem like an artist. I need to see this cute bunny rabbit that was a masterpiece. The bus rolled into a halt at the next bus stop. The double doors opened and an older, scraggly man boarded. He was graceless as he limped through the aisle with what I presumed to be a bad leg. Tall with a full head of unkempt gray hair, beady black eyes, and baggy, dirt-stained clothes, he looked like a homeless man down on his luck. It was a small miracle he could even afford a bus ticket with the way he carried himself. His features were weathered, his nose crooked as if it had been broken at some point. The poor guy seemed sickly, barely holding on by a thread. His clothes carried a terrible odor, and the stench intensified the further he moved into the bus. The driver didn't seem to mind, and Jake was too involved using my arm as a canvas to care. I kept my head down as he passed by, fighting the urge to cover my nose. There was no need to be rude. Hopefully the man's misfortune turned around for the better soon. You. I locked eyes with the homeless man's pale, haggard gaze. He hovered over my seat, glaring into the very depths of my soul. He's got the weird eye thing that one person had that we might have gotten wrong. I went stiff. A sudden, inexplicable chill swept over me. He's got a fly on his fingernail? Sending goosebumps racing over my skin. I gripped my guitar tight and huddled closer to Jake, my trembling body seeking out any shred of protection I could find. Jake's head popped up from my arm, his eyes zeroed into the homeless man within our personal space.
You're making a mistake, little girl. He's not what you think. Don't trust him. Don't trust him. He's gonna get you, little bunny.
How did you know I have a little bunny on my arm?
He's gonna rip you limb to limb, pieces to pieces.
Goodness. Who's going to rip me pieces to pieces? He grinned manically, spittle flying around his wrinkled mouth. His eyes were wide and crazed. He moved a hand to the inner pocket of his coat. I gasped at the glint of something silver in his pocket. Was that a knife? What am I supposed to do? X?
X.
I'm Xing! I'm Xing! I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm Xing!
Oh, wait.
History.
Jake's arm came around my back.
Jake's arm came around my back, his touch sheltering, protective, and I was more than thankful for it. He shot the crazy bum a warning glare, but the bum didn't stand down. His penetrating stare darted to Jake, his knife raised high, posed to strike. Oh.
You like knives, huh?
With a chilling calm, Jake reached into his own pocket, revealing a knife of his own.
Oh, wow. You're not the only one packing. I got one of those too.
Tension in the air shifted, heavy, charged. Blood rushed to my ears as the two faced off, each gripping their blade. My ribs grew tight, restricting my own breath. What does everybody else on this bus think is happening?
They all have knives too. They're all part of the
I know, right? If we had chosen someone else, did they all have a knife? This couldn't be happening. Was there really about to be a knife fight right here, right now, in the center of a moving bus?
I'm gonna turn.
Wow. Keep talking.
Fight. Sweet first blood. Knockout.
What is going on?
I don't know.
There was really actually a knife fight on the bus. He stumbled back, clutching his bleeding wound. His eyes wide with shock, he bolted for the nearest exit, forcing himself through the double doors. He leaped off the moving bus and disappeared into the woods. I stared blankly at the crimson droplet staining the center aisle. No one else seemed to notice the conflict that just transpired, or perhaps they didn't care. I wasn't sure which was worse. It all happened so fast, abrupt and surreal, like a fleeting nightmare. Jake turned to face me. His knife was gone, tucked away just as rapidly as he pulled it out.
Are you okay?
His voice drew me out of my stupor, partially. You just stabbed that man!
I did.
Jake's words were blunt, straight to the point, remorseless, completely unfazed, like getting into knife fights with strangers was an ordinary occurrence, another Tuesday. And you don't feel bad about that? At all?
Why would I? What's protecting you?
You could have hit an artery! What if he's bleeding out as we speak?
I was aiming for his heart. If you ask me, the guy got off lucky.
Oh my gosh!
Bloodthirsty?
His expression softened into an irresistible, mischievous grin. His smile was disarmingly magnetic. My anger abated somewhat under the warm glow of his smile. Girl, you got problems.
Yeah.
He returned to his seat beside me, his protective presence sent a shock of awareness up my spine.
I would not feel protected by him anymore.
I mean, I would definitely feel protected by him. He just defended us, but...
True, but I would be scared that he would pull that knife out any time, and especially for the warning, you know.
The warmth of his toned muscles worked wonders to soothe my worries of the earlier confrontation. However, I was still a bundle of nerves, silently praying he wouldn't see how badly my hands were shaking. Jake was offering comfort, and while I appreciated that, it was still overwhelming to be so close to a boy. A boy I hardly knew, a boy I couldn't even begin to understand.
Don't think about him. Person with an aura like that, not worth the energy.
Aura?
Yeah, didn't see it. Cadmium red. Pretty color, but dangerous. Angry. Toxic. Anyone finds color like that, you stay far away from it. In fact, you run.
What if you can't see colors?
Lame.
Don't think about it anymore. Screw that. He was a bully.
Reluctant amusement curved my lips. His words were fierce, needlessly vulgar, but also protective, and deep down I liked him. He was odd, a little out there, mostly a stranger too, but the prospect of spending the next 2 weeks working alongside him was indescribably thrilling. It was probably best if we kept things professional, but I had a feeling that would be far from easy dealing with a boy like Jake. Not that I was complaining. Bad summer.
It started the summer of 1999.
Oliver, your shift was over hours ago.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Rest. There is always tomorrow.
Rest? Someone is behind these brutal murders, and I'll uncover the truth, even if it kills me.
That's probably a good stopping point for tonight. And for the demo, honestly. What do you think?
Yeah, we can stop here.
We got to the important parts. I think we've covered things. So I just don't know if this is like after or if it's during.
I feel like it's after, because it's him trying to figure out
what's going on,
just
what
happened to
happened.
be the same place and all that. So I feel like I think you're living it, and also you're trying to figure it out from his point of view.
I think it's really cool so far.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. Although some of those descriptions, I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Tone it down a bit.
His chiseled face.
His chiseled face. But yeah, I'm probably going to have to keep this on my wish list to see when it comes out.
I will be there.
Entertaining, to say the least. I would partially want to go back to see if What's-Her-Face pulls out a knife too.
Everybody pulls out a knife.
Yeah.
Get up!
Anyways, thanks for helping me play.
You're welcome. I'm so helpful.
This was the Bad Summer demo. Check it out if you guys like, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!